Hello, I am Natalia Riveros-Jacobsen and I'm one of the immigration attorneys at Michael Brooks-Jimenez Attorneys at Law. Today, I would like to talk to you about my beloved dreamers. I've had a lot of clients who've been received, and they actually have approved deferred action applications. They've been able to renew their work cards every 2 years. They have a driver license, a social. Unfortunately, some of them, before they were able to receive this benefit from immigration, were already placed in removal proceedings. Removal proceedings is also another fancy word for saying deportation proceedings. Once they were actually went and saw an immigration judge, if they qualified for deferred action, the judges closed their cases administratively or temporarily, and they were allowed to go ahead and file for DACA or renew their DACAs, and the judges never asked them to leave the country. Unfortunately, under the new presidency, some of my DACA clients have been rescheduled so that they have to go back to court to determine what was going to happen or what is going to happen with their deportation hearing. One of the good things, or one of the things that we have to understand, is that CIS, which is the government entity that processes and approves the DACA's applications, is a different government agency than the Department of Justice, which it is the Department of Justice that has and houses all the immigration judges. Because they're two different government agencies, they're still trying to figure out what they're going to do with these cases. Unfortunately, I have received a couple of cases where they've asked my deferred action clients to go back to immigration court and finish their deportation cases, either fixing their green card if they have a way of doing so, or asking them to leave the United States. As of right now, the only people that I have received have people who have approved DACAs, but unfortunately have gotten arrested since the last time that they received their renewals for DACA. Even if they're minor arrest, immigration, and I'm talking about ICE, is considering sending these people back to court. So if you have an approved DACA application, but you have been arrested again, either for DUI or for drugs, maybe driving without a license, or for some reason you have not complied with all the terms of your deferred action, and you were in removal proceedings, the chances are that you may get a letter asking for you to go back to court. That doesn't mean that you're going to get deported. It just means that we have to go to court and try another way of trying to leave you in the United States. But because it's so important that you don't lose your DACA status, if I can say status, you need to keep your address and your telephone numbers up to date in our office, so that if we do get a letter for you, I will be able to contact you as soon as possible.